Hey friends, welcome back. Today we are out of my studio doing a little bit of cleaning, but we are going to talk about some of the challenges facing single moms, specifically emotional well-being, and how to cope and combat those. Stick around. Hey friends, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Jen, single mom, artist, and entrepreneur. And my whole goal with this channel is to help other single parents build a life that they love and do it all on their own. Now, today I specifically want to talk about one of the challenges that comes along with being a single parent, and that is emotional well-being. It's probably the hardest piece of single parenting because we're kind of like an island all on our own, and that is hard because as humans, we're created to be social creatures. We crave touch, we crave connection, we crave community. So raising a kid all by yourself can, or multiple kids in my case, can be really, really hard from that perspective. And the first thing that usually suffers is our mental and emotional well-being. Today, I have 5 ways that we can work to keep that in check. Now, while I talk, I have some cleaning up to do here in the studio. I have a session coming up, and I haven't cleaned mirrors and dusted and things like that in several weeks, so it's like time. So I'm gonna work on prepping while we chat about this. So hope you enjoy. Our number one thing is to make sure we are taking time for ourselves. Now that can look like a lot of different things. That can look like journaling. That can look like meditating. That can look like breathing. Oh, if you've ever done any breathing exercises, they're amazing and you should be doing them. It's actually a form of meditation, and it's phenomenal. My favorite one is called box breathing, where you breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and you just repeat it. You do it for like 10 to 15 minutes, set a timer, and just concentrate on those box breaths. If you're religious, that can include praying. There's no right or wrong way to take time for yourself, but doing it is critical. Taking time for yourself can be the hardest part because we're busy. Because not only are we working, we're taking care of a household, we're supporting other people's emotional well-being. Like, we literally have the work of 2 or 3 or 4 people, depending on how many kids you have, and one person is doing all of it. So it's hard to take time, but do it. Absolutely make time for yourself every single day, even if it's just 10 minutes. Number 2, sleep. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, and I probably really shouldn't have to say much more than that, but getting enough sleep is critical, and if you're not doing it, you are hurting yourself. Make sure you are getting enough sleep. Number 3, talk it out. Now, talking to your friends can be really awesome. It's really great if you have great friends that are willing to listen, that you can talk to. But I'm specifically talking about professional counseling in this instance, because if you're divorced, there's probably some things that you need to work through, issues and things that you need to work through. If you're widowed, there's definitely things you need to work through. If you've never been married and you've had nothing but bad relationships, which is why you're a single parent, you absolutely have things to work through. So having a professional counselor to speak to is critical. Most health insurance covers some amount of counseling sessions, so you should definitely take advantage of those. Number 4 is to take care of your physical body. That means exercising. Actually, I'm gonna set these up here. I don't want them to fall. That means exercising. That means moving, stretching, whatever you need to do to take care of your body, because our outside and our inside are inextricably connected. So when we are not healthy here, we are not healthy here. When we are not healthy here, we are not healthy here. It is all connected, so make sure you are taking care of your physical body as well. And number 5 is, believe it or not, physical touch. There are multiple kinds of touch. Obviously, sexual intimacy is a form of touch. And as a single parent, that may or may not be present in your life, and that's okay. I believe that the statistic is that it takes 22 seconds for a hug to release serotonin and endorphins in your mind. By the way, that's the other reason exercise is important, because it releases endorphins, which is good for your serotonin levels and all of those other feel-good chemicals in your brain. A hug, believe it or not, can have that exact same effect. I believe it has to be either 22 or 25 seconds long. I'll double check that for you. Massage is also a really great option for physical touch, because it also releases serotonin and it also releases serotonin and endorphins in your brain. And it's a really great way to get an intimate source of physical touch that isn't sexual in any way. So if you're just not in that phase of your life where you're having a lot of physical touch in a romantic way, there's lots of great non-romantic sources of touch that will go a long way for your mental health and your mental awareness. So in closing, taking care of you internally and externally can happen in a lot of different ways, but it is critical for your mental and emotional well-being, which is critical for your kids, because when we are not our best version of ourselves, we are not our best version of their parent. So they need that from us just as much as we need to take care of us. It is not selfish to take care of yourself. What is selfish is running yourself into the ground and expecting that it's not going to affect you, and therefore not going to affect your kids, because it absolutely will. I hope that you enjoyed this content today. I hope that you found it helpful. And as always, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.